welcome to this moment. We call it the Budeshi moment, and it coming courtesy of the PPDC, that is the Public and Private Development Center. Well, they've been consistent for some time, and I think this is the very first episode we're having this morning. We open it up to fix it right here at this very avenue called Budeshi on 95.1 Nigeria Info. Well, it's pertinent to let you know that today we'll be looking at something that has to do with the Web Ranger. Remember, we brought you some students a couple of times over the years to come talk to us about this issue alongside, the PPDC that has initiated this. Pertinent to let you know that on the 7th of November 2019, during the 46th National Council on Education, that meeting which was held in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, the Minister of Education, Adamu, approved the infusion of online safety curriculum into the Nigerian school curriculum. Now, the 2019 Web Rangers from Total Child Model School, Abuja, were privileged to attend the second edition of the Web Rangers African Summit held in Nairobi, Kenya. That is the annual Safer Internet Day 2020. Which is around the corner, and they're here to shed more light on this exciting news. And in the studio this morning we have Chidimma Udeh, who is the program manager of DC from PPDC, right? Welcome. Good morning, Chidimma.
Good morning. Sorry.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And then also we have the Web Rangers here from the Total Child Model School. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Welcome to our studios. Now, Chidimma, we can see you brought guests to join us here this morning. Tell us more about them.
Thank you, Swat. So we have here Web Rangers and also our ambassador from Total Child Model School. So I'll just leave them to introduce themselves.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
My name is Favor Uwabo.
Okay, Favor, you're welcome.
My name is Salimatu Emanuela.
My name is Yusuf Oizabukisu.
My name is Ajayi Festus.
Well, you're welcome. Good to see all of you.
Okay.
So you want to
Yeah.
just say a bit before we go on?
They emerged the winner. So every year we place a call for people to become a Web Ranger.
Yeah.
They did that and they became the Web Ranger. Festus also, from his proposals, he submitted his proposal and his own became one of the best of all the proposals that we received, and that made him the Web Ranger ambassador.
Okay.
And this program runs every year. So this year we're also looking forward to having more Web Rangers and more Web Rangers ambassadors.
Interesting. Okay. So Web Rangers, tell us more about how you became Web Rangers. Tell us your proposal ideas, what you've done so far, and what's next on your campaign advocating online safety among your peers. Festus, you had the best, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear about from you first as the ambassador, then we hear from your colleagues.
All right, so I first heard about the program from my school and I joined the club and I submitted my proposal idea to the PPDC and it was chosen as one of the best. And since then, well, my proposal idea built more on using art and sensitization as a mechanism to further capture the minds of the young youth of nowadays, because they are the ones who are unavoidably affected. And my proposal idea built more on using art like spoken word, art like poetry to capture the minds and change the perception of the young people of nowadays. And so far so good. I've been able to have collections of poetry that revolve around the subject matter, online safety, and I've been able to sensitize my peers. I've been able to sensitize parents and people in my local markets.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, so what's your name again? Manuela. Want to tell us about your own proposal?
My proposals is mainly on art, like to draw. You can spread out the message through drawing, through artworks. You can draw meaningful things, and also educating everybody, not only the children, the youths. You can also educate the adults also about it, because some adults abuse the internet too, but the children learn from the adults. So my proposal is more on how the adults can also teach the children on how to use the internet.
Oh, interesting. All right, so
My own proposal idea was about
your name again. Tell us your name again.
Bilkisu.
Okay, Bukisu.
My own proposal idea was about reaching out to young internet users through the radio and television stations by enlightening them more on safer internet. I've been able to sensitize the general public through market sensitization and also through some social media by posting some educational and inspirational quotes about online safety.
Oh, that's interesting. All right,
Okay, my name is Favor Wabon.
Favor.
My own proposal is somehow different. I'm trying to add sports to the curriculum. Like, when youth, when they go to sports, before they get home, they'll be tired. They will not use the internet. They will not use the internet for bad. So I'm trying to include sports to the curriculum.
Okay, so that's interesting. People talked about spoken word poetry. You did what? Artwork, TV, and sports. That's really innovative. Now, Chidimma, the last time you were here, you mentioned how the online safety curriculum was approved by the Joint Consultation Committee on Education, that's the JCCE, and awaiting approval from NC. Please tell us more about this, and also what's the status?
Okay, so the last time I was here, like you said, we were still in the process of developing the curriculum and presenting it to the minister for approval. And I'm happy to announce to everyone that the online safety curriculum has finally been approved by the minister during the National Consultative Meeting, the 64th meeting that was held last year in Port Harcourt. And the minister urged everyone, every state, to ensure that this course is being implemented across states in Nigeria. So it's a win for us, it's a win for everyone, because online safety is a big issue. If I'm safe and you are safe, then the internet is safe.
Sure.
It won't be used for bad. There are a lot of opportunities on the internet, and the more we maximize that opportunity, the lesser the devices are being seen or are being victims are being seen. So this curriculum is going to help students. It's going to help teachers as well, parents as well, because together we can all make the internet a better place. So I'm happy that every Nigerian child, no matter their level, no matter in the class where they are, no matter the subject that they are taking, they will have access to this online safety knowledge.
Okay, so how many of the subjects actually have this online safety?
Okay, so we strategically chose the subjects. Like I said, we want every child to have access to this online safety. So we selected civic education, which is a career subject being offered from SS1 to 3. So if you're in SS1 to 3, you're offering civic education, and you have online safety component in that subject. We also have computer studies. It's an optional subject. So those that are offering computer studies, we have the opportunity of learning online safety there. Then basic science and technology. It's also a career subject, and it's a general subject from primary school, primary 1 to primary 6, and JSS1 to JSS3. So you see that from primary 1 to SS3, every child will have access to this online safety component.
That's interesting. So what's the next after this infusion? What should we expect, and what are the plans for implementation across the schools?
Okay, so now we have the curriculum, but it's not just about having the curriculum. We also have to, we are planning on empowering teachers, because they are the ones who are going to deliver these subjects and these courses to the students. So this year, across the 6 geopolitical zones, we are going to empower, build their capacity. It's teachers that are taking basic science, civic education, and computer studies. We are going to build their capacity. We are going to train them on how they can better deliver these subjects, these courses to the students. And let me also say that this online safety is not a standalone. So you're not going to hear a student taking an online safety course and writing an exam on online safety subjects. They have been infused, like I said earlier.
Interesting.
So we are going to train teachers from primary school to secondary school.
Interesting. All right, so back to the Webrangers now. I understand that you guys were in Kenya for the Google Webrangers African Summit.
Yes.
So I want you guys to tell us about your interactions with your counterparts from other parts of Africa. I'm sure you guys got to meet friends and make friends and all of that. And maybe each of you should tell us your experiences and what were your own highlights from the summit. Let me start with you, Manuela.
Okay. Well, I would say the summit was interesting, fun, and educating. We learned lots of things, and we also met countries like Kenya and South African students who also told us their ideas. From their countries and how they improved online safety in their countries. We also got to share ideas and talked about many things. We enjoyed different things from Google. They taught us from the seminars. We learned how to do good things and how to not use the internet for bad, instead using the internet for good. Instead of misusing the internet, we use the internet to educate people, send out messages, and also use it for arts and other things.
Okay, that's interesting. Paper, what about you?
What I learned from our counterparts in Kenya, we learned their culture. Like we know Nigerian culture is different and Kenyan culture is different. But I had to see other people's culture, and my best highlight was when we went to the plane. The first time I was seeing a plane taking off was very exciting.
Okay.
And my
So that was the first time of you getting on a plane,
Yeah.
right?
and
That's
my
nice.
second highlight was when we woke up to a mouth-watering dinner.
Breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
I like this guy. He's been very honest. Bro. Yeah, I know you talked about the educational part, but also other stuff matter. Education also involves not just learning formally, but informally with the food you eat, the people you got to meet. And I'm glad you opened yourself up to that experience,
Thank
Pedro.
you.
All right, because
For me, my interaction with the other Webrangers was a little bit difficult because I couldn't understand their accents very well. But with time, I got used to it.
but did they understand your own Nigerian accent?
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, no, I mean, did they get to understand your own Nigerian
Not very well.
No,
but
so you guys were both
well,
struggling.
yeah. But
Okay.
with time, we got used to each other.
Okay.
The interesting part was I got to meet other people from other countries because that was also my first time traveling out
Out of the country.
I got to know most of them and the Webrangers, what they also do in their own country.
Okay.
And I also got to learn some link in which we can use in promoting online safety also.
Oh, nice. All right, Ambassador.
All
You
right.
want to talk to us about your own
Yeah,
experience?
so my trip to Kenya was interesting and fun, as they've all said. It was an opportunity to learn new ideas, to adapt to new culture, and basically just rub minds with our counterparts from other countries. And my highlight from the trip was the fact that we attended media literacy programs where we got to learn how to make YouTube videos. We learned how to communicate with audience on the internet better. And one thing I found interesting was that our counterparts kept asking us, how do we speak vernacular? Teach us this magic. And it was awesome, we got to laugh.
You mean the pigeon?
Yeah, vernacular. They just wanted to learn it so bad. And we had to teach them. It was really fun.
Oh, wait, hold on. Were you guys speaking pigeon English?
No, but they just wanted to learn it. They kept
Okay, they
asking
know
us.
about
They
it,
know about
right?
it,
yes.
Okay, good.
All right,
If
so
not, I'll report you to your teacher. Okay.
all right, so basically, it was really fun. It was really educative, and it was awesome.
Oh, nice. I think it's a wholesome experience. Okay, back to you. Still with you, Festus. I know you're a poet, so you want to give us some few lines?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So I just wrote this, and I titled it "Make It Right, Keep It Safe." It goes like this: Don't play the game, or you end up just ashamed. Remember, you can be that one to set minds ablaze. Regard not these names. And for these vices, they seem to be getting all the likes. Not surprising why they reach new heights. But fall victim and you'll be sure to pay the price. Hit this advice and you sure will rise.
Nice. Great one there. All right, let's come back to Chidimma. We know that the annual Safer Internet Day is around the corner. Tell us more about the event.
So I'm excited. It's that time of the year again where we celebrate Safer Internet Day. Like the name spells, is Safer Internet Day.
Yeah.
Where we bring students, parents, government officials, policymakers, we bring them in a room and we rub minds together on how we can work together in making the internet safe and better for everyone. The theme still remains together for a better internet, and it's happening next week, Tuesday, the 11th of February. Interesting part of this year's event is the fact that Google is hosting an online safety experience center, which is taking place on Wednesday, 6 days from now, Wednesday, the 12th of February. And they're going to set up different booths that we are advising parents, students, teachers, anywhere you are in Abuja, around the environment, just come in and learn online safety. Learn how to keep yourself safe, learn how to keep your kids safe, learn the tools that are there. They are there. Most of them are free. Learn those tools, how to utilize those tools in keeping yourself and your family safe. Learn how to enjoy the internet with your family. Instead of overwhelming your kids with restrictions, come and learn how you grant them access but still be in charge of the kind of content that they access. So it's going to be an amazing moment. It's going to happen at the Department of Arts and Culture Pavilion Exhibition and Event Center. It's opposite Radio House. All you need to do is to go on our social media handle, most especially Instagram. Click on the link on our bio and RSVP for proper planning on our own side. And if you need more information on how to access the venue, just give us a call on 090-305-94468, or you can send us a message on any of our social media handles. Our social media handle on Facebook is DC Nigeria, which is DISI Nigeria. DISI Nigeria. Then on Instagram and Twitter is DISI_Nigeria, which is DC_Nigeria. Reach us on any of these social media handles and we'll respond promptly.
All right. You've heard it there from Chidimma telling us about Safer Internet Day and how you can reach out just in case this topic interests you and you have some concerns or some contributions and inputs you want to make. Before you go, what would be your final words from both the Webrangers and from you, Chidimma? Let us start with the Webrangers.
Okay. I would like to advise the young internet users out there that they should always remember the internet never forgives and it never forgets, so they should think before they post.
I would also like to advise everyone that is using the internet that they should think before they post. That is it true? Is it hurtful? Is it illegal? Is it nice? And is it kind? You have to think before you post, and also avoid pedophiles online.
Alright, I would also like to add that the internet is a mind of its own, and as humans, we should do more of nurturing than damaging to minds.
Sure.
But sadly, in the generation we find ourselves, we do more of the damaging part. But as we do so, I would like us to remember that, as she said, the internet is our friend. Only it will not forgive and it will not forget.
Me, I will tell everybody to leave a positive footstep on the world before you go.
Sure. Very important. I love these deep words.
Yeah,
You guys are so young, but you're so full of wisdom. It's so good. Chidimma.
Yeah, so you guys have heard what they said. It's better. That's why we use them. They pass the message down to their peers. They understand each other, and that's why we have this program, Webranger. And the next edition for this year is coming up immediately after SAIT. So if you're out there and you're a student, register and become a Webranger. There are so many opportunities out there for you, for your future. There are lots of them. And also, like I said earlier, come and visit our online safety experience center, and I promise you will not regret it.
All right. Thank you so much, Chidimma, and thank you, Favor, for coming. Thank you, Bilkis. Thank you, Manuela, and thank you, Festus, for coming. I'm so glad I got the name so very well. Budeshi is an initiative of the PPDC. It comes your way every Friday here after the 8 o'clock news. That's at 8:05. And of course, it takes us through to whenever we get our discussion out there. And of course, we hope that you would make yourself available to be a part of any discussion that catches your attention and you feel you can make some sort of contribution. Well, this is where we draw a curtain over Budeshi for this week. Hoping to have you guys, maybe a different topic this time around, by the Public and Private Development Center right here in the studio. Mercy, yeah? All right, so next week Budeshi will come your way with something else that you find equally more interesting. Thank you once again for coming. We'll take a quick break and we will be right back on Morning Crossfire.